Hello, welcome to this video log for Sunday, the 26th day of May, 2013. My name's Derek, and this will be a Monsanto GMO video. I would like to thank everybody who participated in one form or another on the protest march. Even if you just stayed at home, you could have done a lot. Talking to people within your community, within the internet, saying this is about awareness. This is why the people are dissatisfied with Monsanto, genetically modified foods, so on and so forth. You can go on with all the scientific tests, the weight problems, the tumors in rats, the deficiency in protein. It is saddening, to say the least. And doing some research, I found out that in Canada, and this is the case for all the other major GMO countries like the United States Corporation of America, Canadian Corporation as well, that in '96 there was 100,000 hectares, which is another way of saying 10,000 square miles, so 10,000 times 100,000, of crops containing GMO. As of last year, in 2012, or about a decade and a half later, that number rose to about 12 million. So 100,000 to 12 million. That's like 120 times higher. That's just insane, the ramifications of this. And this is the first time ever that we've done something like this. So what's the fallout of this going to be in the next 10, 20, 30 years? It's only sad to go over. Now, one of the things I decided to do was determine how much the mainstream media decides they want to cover this story. So I went to CNN.com, I went to their news page, and I pushed Control F on my computer, and that's the find, and I typed in Monsanto. Nothing. The story's not worth commenting. It's not a top 100, 200 story to talk about today. Okay, let's go to your health section. Control find, Monsanto, nothing. Fox, CBS, NBC, ABC, same thing. 3 Canadian channels, Global, CTV, and CBC. Well, CTV and CBC each had a piece on it. I want to go over an article written by CBC. I'll place the link in the more information box. I'm going to go over a few of the first few paragraphs right now because they're pretty much important. The article is called "Protesters March Against GMO Giant Monsanto in 430 Cities." Paragraph number 1. Organizers say 2 million marched in protest against seed giant Monsanto in hundreds of rallies across Canada, the United States, and dozens of other countries on Saturday. 2 million people. See, this is why it's worth not only being on the front page, but the top story and on the front page for days. But no, it's almost like, say there's an NBA championship final game and you're trying to decide, is it worth putting on our sports section today? I don't know. We have this minor league football game that was so exciting. We got to put that one on instead. No. But paragraph 1 mainly only goes through what happened, going through the basics, which is what the first paragraph is supposed to. Paragraph number 2. March Against Monsanto protesters say they wanted to call attention to the dangers posed by genetically modified foods and the food giants that produce it. Founder and organizer Tammy Canal said protests were held in 436 cities and 52 countries. Paragraph number 3. So 2 is just going through information data. Pretty basic, not much to talk about that. Now there's a lot to talk about when we talk about paragraph number 3. Oh, a lot. Genetically modified plants are grown from seeds that are engineered to resist insecticides and herbicides, add nutritional benefits, or otherwise improve crop yields and increase the global food supply. I got a lot to say on this paragraph. So again, they start off within the data, the information. that the GMO plants are grown from seeds engineered, keyword engineered, to resist insecticides and herbicides. I got two things to comment on that one. As far as herbicides are concerned, being someone that on any given day can have multiple dozen chickens, I kind of like some of the weeds that they actually eat. It's free food. Free food, I like that actually. Insecticides. These animals got to live too. And if there's some foods that they kind of get into, they're scrap foods. Again, they can go to feed. But the next part is they add nutritional benefits or otherwise improve crop yields. Add nutritional benefits or otherwise. Or. It's like saying I can take a 5-gallon jar of gasoline and I can say, drinking this will make you feel like a major star or it will kill you. Oh, it's going to be one of them. And then the word otherwise. Awesome definition of the word otherwise. It is defined as... Okay. I'm just going to quickly bring it up on my computer because it won't let me do it quickly. But it's an interesting word when you just read what it is. Okay, otherwise. Under other circumstances. Which is like so true. So the circumstance of A, nutritional benefits versus improving crop yields and increasing global supplies. Two totally different things. Because no, it doesn't add nutritional benefits. It reduces them, which is a bad thing. It otherwise yields higher crops and increases global food supply. Okay, I'm not denying that part there. And to be honest with you, I am extremely happy that the human race decided to try this out. Maybe not as aggressively as they did or to continue further, but I'm glad they tried it out. Here's why. It seems the way this world works is, if you want to know anything in this world, say you ask this whole God thing, he's got 3 words for you, or any question you want to know. And the answer is, you figure it out. And that's the way the whole world has always been. You figure things out. Here's one for you. Say you're boiling water on your stove. What happens if you put your hand in it when the thing is bubbling? You figure it out. And people did. And did they do that again? Yeah, exactly. So we figured out what this whole GMO stuff did. Do you want to still continue doing it? Oh, but profits. Yeah, we live in a world of profits. And even though the quality fucking sucks, let's just get more of it. I mean, come on. This is insane to say the least. Continuing on within the article. Monsanto Corporation, based in St. Louis, said Saturday that it respects people's right to express their opinion on the topic, but maintains that its seeds improve agriculture by, this is how it improves it, helping farmers produce more from their land while conserving resources such as water and energy. Again, they're not talking about how it hurts agriculture as far as quality and the species of the human race. But think of it this way. If this type of scientific experiment has it set up that it makes the human species go extinct in 100 years, why does it matter for us? Because we'll all be dead. Who cares about our children of the future? That's what I get from this whole kind of company. Yet let Monsanto make their billions every year. They've made like 5 over the last 4 years. Sick. Okay. Actually, I skipped a paragraph. That was the 5th paragraph. The 4th paragraph. Most corn, soybean, and cotton crops grown in the United States today have been genetically modified. But some say genetically modified organisms can lead to serious health conditions and harm the environment. Some. They didn't say who. They didn't give data to back up what they're saying. And I might do 2 more paragraphs. So paragraph number 6. The use of GMOs has been a growing issue of contention in recent years, with health advocates pushing for mandatory labeling of genetically modified products, even though the federal government and many scientists say the technology is safe. Now, there's also many scientists as part of the some people that say that it's not safe. And you can say what you want, but it's all about scientific evidence and scientific proof. I can say that the world has a population of 70 people. I can say that it takes me about 10 minutes to drive from Toronto to California, but that doesn't mean it's true. The American Food and Drug Administration does not require the labeling, but organic food companies and some consumer groups have intensified their push for labels, arguing that the modified seeds are floating from field to field and contaminating traditional crops. So that'll be it for reading from this article. And the Senate this week, at about 80%, passed a bill again. They don't need to be labeled, period. Yeah, you have some stuff, this, like a bag of whatever, this may contain nuts. But, see, this stops the free market from working. The free market, see, this is it right here. I'm, to a degree, on the advocate, as bad as something might be. If somebody wants to make it and somebody wants to buy it, by all means, let them do it. But to promote something from being used in that case is just evil. And what's the opposite of evil is promoting scientific truth within the method. So they stop the free markets from allowing this such beautiful food that we used to have on so many different fronts, even if it's putting people in jail for selling organically good food. That's insane. I'm sure you've heard stories on that. But anyway, this is it for this particular video. Thank you for tuning in.